And I suppose that gives an opportunity now for your new addition over the summer, Alvaro, your new keeper. I suppose he's new to the Premier League. He's new to English football as well. Obviously, it's going to be a baptism of fire for him in terms of Norwich and the Premier League. Are you full confidence in him?
Fully confident, but as you know, he played already against Burnley, so he got his debut. That got that out of the way. Yes, we brought him in for a reason. We think he's an extremely good keeper that will only get better. That's what normally happens to players when they play. So full of confidence, looking forward to see him play on Saturday.
And in terms of working with your back four, is there, when a keeper comes in like that, when your regular first choice keeper is injured, is there a bit of, dare I say, getting used to the sort of feel of playing in a real competitive game? I know training games, but a real competitive game. How important was that match for Alvaro to have that game you mentioned under his belt?
Very important, but as you know, Jim, I guess it was a China mistake. We have a back three, not a back four. But I agree with you. Yes, it's the training together over time, together with the matches, that those relationships are building and getting better. So of course we spent time during this week to make that better and better and stronger and stronger.
And Thomas, I've spoken to Daniel on many occasions, and the philosophy with Norwich, a sort of self-funding club, that leads to a departure in terms of normally the balance the books where they have to sell in terms of bringing in. And this summer they sold one of the players of the Championship last year, Buendia, obviously to Aston Villa, and they brought in players to replace that. It's a model, I suppose, that people will look at and say, well, Norwich, they're not really going out and being resourceful and splashing the cash that they don't have. They're trying to do it within their sort of means. I suppose what you think of that in terms of Norwich's sort of philosophy and approach in terms of how they're going about tackling the Premier League to be self-sufficient in the way they try and attack it?
I think they do it in a brilliant way, I must say. I think both Norwich and Brentford are not too far off each other in terms of strategy and alignment through the club and calmness. I think the way they have done it the last 1, 2, 3, this is the 4th year, is amazing. And I'm 100% sure no matter what happened with them, if they stay calm, no matter what happened with them this season, they stay calm and keep building, they will be in a very good place.
And I suppose, Thomas, there has been so many terrific performances from Brentford. Sometimes when you face that tag as underdog, but facing the tag as sort of favourites now, it brings its own sort of challenges. And even though you were really talked up, and we all know the strengths of Norwich, people out there will put you as favourites. Is that something sort of that you come accustomed to in the Championship, having that sort of favourites tag that last year that would probably serve you well in the Premier League in games that like this, where people will sort of put the onus on you for a performance and a result?
Yeah, I think what is a favorite? Is that Man City or Liverpool or some of the top? That's a favorite. If you look at the two clubs that both got promoted, and we're 10 games into the season, I can't see I can see we play at home and maybe a tiny bit advantage there. That was two of our most toughest games last year. And as far as I know, if I go through the squad and starting lineups, there's not that much things have changed in both clubs or both lineups. So this will be a completely even game that we go into with confidence. We are brave. We want to attack. We want to win it. We want to do everything to get 3 points. But I think every game we are going into this season, I don't see us as massive favorites. I don't. But do I believe that we can win it? Just like I believed before Arsenal, just like I believed before Wolves, just like I believed before West Ham? Yes, massively.